Okay, we are moving into Unit 4, the Americas, and we're going to be looking specifically at civilizations of Mesoamerica. So the Americas refers to two continents, both North America and South America. And within these two regions is a cultural region that historians call Middle America or Mesoamerica. And there it is. This Mesoamerica is made up of Mexico and Central America. So you can see it there on that map in the bold outline that I circled. Some of the earliest civilizations in the Americas developed in Mesoamerica. So scholars disagree about exactly when and how the first people reached the Americas. A common theory held that between 12,000 and 10,000 years ago, Paleolithic people reached North America from Asia. And this migration took place during the last ice age, which lasted from about 100,000 years ago to about 10,000 years ago. At the time, so much water froze into thick ice sheets that the sea levels dropped, exposing a land bridge between Siberia and Alaska in that area, and that is now the Bering Strait. So here's where that land bridge appeared, and so nomads were able to move from Asia to Siberia into North America. Siberia is part of Asia. Early evidence supported the theory that bands of hunters and food gatherers, or nomads, that we talked about early in the year, followed herds of bison and mammoths across the land bridge between Siberia and Alaska. And then from there, they slowly moved south through North America and into Central America and then into South America. Recent evidence, however, suggests that people may have reached the Americas much earlier. They may have paddled small boats and fished along the coasts. As archaeologists have discovered new evidence, they've modified their theories, but researchers now base the dates of migration into the Americas mostly on evidence found at prehistoric sites. So the first Americans faced a variety of environments that they had to contend with as they moved. For example, there are large mountain ranges like the Rockies, the Andes, and Sierra Madre. So here we see the Rocky Mountains. Down here is Sierra Madre, and then into South America are the Andes Mountains. These dominate the Western Americas, and in addition to that, through the continent flows 3 of the 5 longest rivers in the world. The Amazon River in South America, and then of course in North America, the Missouri River and the Mississippi River. And so the rivers will make it makes sense that people settle around the rivers. As we spoke about nomads earlier in the year, they liked to settle. If we look at like Mesopotamia, they settled near the Tigris, and so it makes sense to settle near rivers because you have fertile land, you can grow crops. So in the Americas, as elsewhere, the greatest adaptation occurs when people learn to domesticate plants and animals. These changes take place slowly between about 8,500 BCE and 2000 BCE. So in Mesoamerica or in Middle America, Neolithic people cultivate a range of crops, including beans, sweet potatoes, peppers, tomatoes, squash, corn, or maize, as Native Americans call it. And people in South America also cultivated these crops and domesticated animals like llamas that they could use for their wool. So they would use the wool for clothing and shelter. By 3000 BCE in parts of South America and in 1500 BCE in parts of Mesoamerica, farmers have settled in villages. When they settle in villages and they begin to farm, you have a food surplus, and therefore the population grows. And some villages eventually grow into the great early cities and civilizations of the Americas, which we're going to talk about over the next couple of weeks. The first of those civilizations is what historians consider the first of those civilizations are the Olmecs. And the Olmec are famous for these giant 5-ton stone heads made up of volcanic rock. We're going to start with the Olmec when we return from break. So just to give you a little preview.